It's been a while since I've done a little video about my puzzling in VR, so I figured I'd do this pretty puzzle, A Painter's Dream. I'm going to do only 50 pieces just to explore the puzzle and support the video being less than hopefully 30 minutes. We'll see. And I am using the VR experience instead of the AR experience, just because I like the way it records a little better, because I think your VR experience might kind of crop my real world. I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna start anywhere. This block looked interesting, so I started there. There was no rhyme or reason as to why I started with this block. It has some stuff on it, and as you can see already, we're gonna have some interactivity on this one. All right. And I believe that this is on the edge of the water. So these are like some wildflowers and some what do you call those, lily pads? And it's kind of like heading into the water. So there's, and if you look here, we'll kind of look at the scene. That's the scene I'm going to do. So I'm not going to talk a lot. Just wanted to kind of let you know what I'm doing. Obviously, if you pull up one of these pictures, you have many different angles of the scene, which can help you complete the puzzle better. I'm not going to do a lot of grouping and sorting, which I'll show you how I would do that, but that sometimes helps you go faster too. So this looks like it's right over here. So if I turn it the right way, voila, this is the bottom. This is the bottom. So this is the first piece I picked up, and we'll kind of work going this way and going maybe around that way, around where the bridge is. Looks like a good way to start. So sometimes I'll just pin these somewhere. You just place them there. And then sometimes when I was talking about grouping and sorting, you take one of these and you can start to put similar pieces together so that they're a little bit easier to find. And you can pick up a lot of these, like, so you can have one set sorted over here that's something else. All right, so I find this helpful. This boat, though, is on the other side. So this has pieces that are here, and look, you can start to see, even before the pieces are placed, there's motion. And I kind of like the motion the most. So you can take as much, and you don't have to do any sorting. I just find that it makes the puzzling a little bit faster, especially when you're like in 400 pieces mode, right? In this case, this is not necessary, um, but can be helpful. So I just wanted to show you that. Okay, this piece that I just put down looks like it is. I don't actually see where that goes. Because if you look, you see that little tiny tile, so it must be over here. It's this over here. Some part of over there. So I wouldn't sort that, and I can just put it back, okay? All right, so let's start. Let's keep going with this idea, and let's see what we can do to get this kind of finished. Let's see. Okay, I know the boat is on the other side, so maybe we can try. This is the bridge, so it's probably up like that. So it's up here somewhere. And sometimes I will lay it down because it's real easy just to let go and it's going to stay there, right? Whereas this is a little bit more over to this side. And then we're going to, it's not that. It's not that. And it's not that. So we got to find this piece. This is kind of, this must be over here. See, that's that over there. That's on the other side. And I believe, you see that little edge? That is, well, that might be closer. Let's see. For some reason, I've got a little glare. I think it's this thing recording is putting a glare on the screen, which I don't like. These little ducks going through the water. Okay, that looks like it's kind of like right there. So, somewhere there. Okay, we'll keep looking. Not there. This one had that edge. So, nope. We're still looking for our first piece. I know this goes here. Okay, so now we've got our first piece. That always makes me happy. First piece in. No, okay. So we're just gonna keep going. I wonder if this is, yeah, that looks like it's kind of, well, no, the bridge is, all right, let's see. I'm gonna look for the other side of this. Okay. All right, so we're doing okay. I wish I could get rid of the recording thing, and I hope you don't see it because it's annoying the heck out of me, and it's not movable. All right, so this is probably here. Okay, so we're doing good. Let's do this. Nope, 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 nope. But that probably goes over there somewhere. All right, let's see if we can find an edge or something. And you might hear my music. I should probably turn it off because I want you to hear the sounds of the game. Okay, I'm turning off my music. Okay, music is off so that we can hear the game. Okie dokie, now what are we doing next? This boat goes over here somewhere. All right, let's see. This one goes on this side somewhere. So we'll just leave it over there for a minute. And where does this go? It's a little piece of the bridge. So right there. Okay, then we've got the bottom piece here. Okay, we're just gonna keep trying to get all the pieces in here. All right. I find this to be so relaxing. Like I can have a really hard day and come do this and I'll feel perfect for sleeping. Let's see, does this go? No. This is probably over here. No. Let's see, where is this shadow of the tree? It's over there. So that goes over here there somewhere. Not sure where that goes. I think it goes like over there somewhere. Okay, where does this go? Anybody can see? Seems like it should be somewhere in there. Okay, now it's on that. These pieces don't go together yet. Hmm. I was on the wrong side. Okay, so now you see we start having big pieces. All right, I found this one. Okay, so now we've got our bottom. Totally unintentional, by the way. Look at the... Okay, I hope you don't see this recording annotation. So I'm going to pick this up so it's not taking a chance on you seeing the recording. There's an indicator that says I'm recording. Now notice people moving around. Look at that. See the people in the boats and the ducks? This is the part that I just love. The 3D-ness, if that's a word, is super cool. Like here come some swans. There's a couple walking. Looks like they're going to a wedding. All right, let's keep going here. Okay, so what do we need next? We want to go this way or this way? How about the rest of that boat? Where's the rest of that boat? Looking, I really wish I could move this recording indicator. It's following me and annoying the life out of me. If you don't see it, I know you're gonna be like, why is she upset about this recording thing? But it's right there and it's annoying me. Okay. Here we go. And then I still don't see the rest of this boat. This boat right here. Which usually means it's a little piece. Here it is. Usually sometimes it means when you can't find it, it's several pieces and they don't look necessarily like a boat unless they put together. All right, let's try. Here we go. And then what is this one? This is some more shadow. See the shadow? So there's some shadow there. This is still some shadow here. Okay. Now, where is that? That is there. So, it must be up here somewhere. Wonderful. Pretty sure this is over here, but I don't see where yet. Okay, let's get some more of this shadow. See this? I think that's a shadow of the tree. Could be anyway. That don't fit, Audrey. Why are you trying to put that there? Hmm. Okay, still looking. There's a big part of that shadow. Okay, so now we're starting to get that shadow defined. There might be shadow. Oh, there's shadow on both sides. See? See, look here. See, shadow here, shadow here. I'll leave this here over top of that recording, even though I don't think you see the recording, but I do. Okay. I'm just kind of studying it right now. Where is this lady sitting? She's sitting right there. No, that's not her. Where is that lady sitting? I think she might be behind this tree over here. Okay. But if she's behind that tree, this is a straight line. Oh, no, I don't think so. Hmm. Hmm. It's the straight line that's confusing me because it must be this way. We'll come back to that. Let's see, do these go together in some way? No. Okay. That was a big help. That was a big help. But this must be higher than I thought. Because this doesn't work here. Alright, I think this tree over here. Somewhere over here. Okay, let's keep going. No more pieces back there. So I think this goes here. Alright, this is starting to look real. And we got a painter painting. See the painter painting? He's painting a picture of the bridge. He's painting a picture of the bridge. Hmm. This, I don't see where it is. So maybe over here. Oh, she's up here. But see, you can't see her skirt on the picture. That's how you get fooled. Alright. It's definitely on this side. There she is, sitting on the edge of that thing. Alright. What about this little piece right here? What goes there? Yeah? No. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not sure where that goes. I'm looking for this piece. Okay. So now we got just about all of our shadows in there. This shadow, I'm not sure where it goes. I'm a little confused on that piece. Alright, so let's get this bridge going on. And that's what I'll do. I'll kind of just scan all the pictures and find the things that kind of super obvious. The bridge is pretty super obvious. So now we've finished the bridge, and he can finish his painting. And the whole bottom is done. So sometime I'll turn it upside down because I've got that part done. And now I can kind of focus down here. And actually the pieces that I couldn't get in, I usually am able to get in because I've changed the orientation. Anyway, sometimes, not always. All right, this looks like belongs back here. So let's see if we can get this in. There we go. Where is this piece of shadow? Okay. And then I bet you see it and you're like screaming at your screen, Audrey, it's right there, it's right there. Okay, so now we kind of have the back. So I might put it so that I can see everything I'm missing. Okay, I think that goes right there. Yeah. All right, so that's actually the side of a building. That's why I did see this. Because it's kind of hidden on this side of the building. Okay. I'm using the big white pieces because they are like obvious. All right, let's do this one. And then this one. We're almost done already. See, that's 50 pieces is really short, but I wanted to make sure the video stayed under 30 minutes. That's why. Okay, that goes over there somewhere, but we'll come back to it. I'm just going to try and move as fast as I can right now because I got 10 minutes before 30 minutes is up. We shall. All right. Okay. There's the shadow. Okay. Almost. I think we're going to make our 30-minute mark. Maybe if I just shut up, we'll get it done faster. Okay, where is that color? And very often I'll have multiple big pieces, which kind of helps me get it done faster. And when I see that I only have a few pieces left, I'll pull them closer. So that's all the pieces I have left. So we're definitely going to make 30 minutes, which is really slow for a 50 piece. I will tell you, this should be like 6 minutes. But I was talking and trying to show you strategy too. I don't know if you can hear the music, but there's music in the background. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, what is this? And then that. We are almost done. By the way, I sometimes will turn it this way too, because sometimes turning them backwards can be easier to find where it goes. Not now, but sometimes. So don't hesitate if you decide to play this game to move the puzzle around in many different directions. This goes over here. I'd forgotten that piece. And then you can start really seeing what's moving once you get most of the puzzle in. This lady is coming out with some wine for those people. I don't know where that couple's going. There's actually a room back there that you can go into. So, all right. I'm coming up on my last piece here. Where hidden pieces. There's some pieces missing here. So I'm gonna put this on the floor. Ah, there they are. They're behind my behind my picture. Okay, let's see. Let's pull them all up. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you have to get everything out of your way and kind of look because things can be hiding. And then that slows you down because I didn't even see these pieces. All right, and then it makes a kind of a special noise when you're in the last piece. Let's just go. Hear that noise? I don't know if you can hear it, but that means, and it'll start making the twinkles around the last piece. And then you're gonna just put that last piece in. And there it is. And no matter where you look at it from, it's just super cool. One of my favorite images. Everybody's eating and talking. Over here, I'm just bringing my quest really close. You can bring your face right up to where you want to look. There's a little kitty walking along. See a little kitty there. Really special. All right, that's all for the video today. That's 26 minutes, which is under what I was hoping for. But you really can do these 50-piece puzzles in like 10 minutes, you know, if you shut up and just concentrate. All right, talk to you soon.